Paradise can be found. You just have to know where to look. Keep watching HBO's Weekend in Paradise to find out how you can win a trip to Paradise Island and other heavenly prizes by entering the Weekend in Paradise sweepstakes. Stay tuned for details.
You know, no matter where you go in the world, when it gets to be nighttime, it's tempting to go out and count the stars. Of course, I've been doing that all day, but in my case, they've been the movie stars, sports stars, music and comedy stars, the many you can see in the movies and originals on HBO. Now keep your eyes here and you can see 3 of them in a few minutes. That's Mel Gibson, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Kurt Russell in Tequila Sunrise. Hi, I'm Louis Gossett Jr., and you're tuned to HBO's Weekend in Paradise. A chance for people who don't ordinarily have HBO to try it out for 2 days. And this weekend, there is one more reason to call for HBO. Now, if you order right now, you get 5 free issues of Entertainment Weekly. It's sort of a buyer's guide to the latest in movies, music, videos, books, and TV. It's a pretty handy item to have around, if you're the kind of consumer who likes to look before you leap, of course. But for those of us who like to take a chance, there's something special, too. Take a look.
Paradise Island. Gentle lapping waves, warm tropical breezes, stunning romantic sunsets, and other natural beauties. Just picture yourself in this paradise. You can be there if you win HBO's Weekend in Paradise sweepstakes. 4 lucky first prize winners will spend a full week on gorgeous Paradise Island in the Bahamas. Wing your way on TWA gliding through the clouds to your island destination. Merv Griffin's Paradise Island Resort and Casino. Swim, sail, surf, soak up the sun and the local color while you think of your friends back home. But paradise doesn't end here. Create some local color of your own with a high-resolution VHS camcorder and 27-inch stereo television receiver monitor from Zenith. And one lucky grand prize winner will win all this, plus find paradise behind the wheel of a brand-new Buick Regal Grand Sport Coupe. Here's how you can enter. Keep watching HBO's Weekend in Paradise. Sometime today, your host will ask a sweepstakes question. Simply write the correct answer on a postcard along with your name and address and send it to HBO Weekend in Paradise Sweepstakes, P.O. Box 4416, Blair, Nebraska 68009. If your card is selected in the sweepstakes drawing, you'll be a winner. So get your entry in the mail and keep watching HBO's Weekend in Paradise.
Now, here's that sweepstakes question. What phrase best describes HBO? A, a rose by any other name? B, et tu Brute? Or C, simply the best? Now, while you're thinking about that, take a look at tonight's next movie. It's Tequila Sunrise, with Mel Gibson, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Kurt Russell. This steamy triangle of love, money, and drugs is just one more reason HBO is simply the best. Take a look.
The federal government swears you're doing business in here.
I'm not. Not here or anywhere else, and you couldn't catch me if I was.
You said you were a serious drug dealer and that you promised to quit, but that you lied and you're still doing it.
He called me a drug dealer and a liar. What a bummer.
You're a bad boy, Nick.
You're setting me up, Nick.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
Because looking at you hurts more.
Mel Gibson, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Kurt Russell.
Oh, you lied to me.
Tequila Sunrise.
You wouldn't shoot me over money.
You can see Tequila Sunrise in just a few minutes, and there's more to come tonight after the movie. We've got an HBO comedy special starring Larry Miller. Then James Woods and Robert Downey Jr. star as crusading lawyers whose case takes them out of the courtroom and into some mean streets in True Believer. And if you've got insomnia, you can catch Punchline. Tom Hanks stars as the not-so-nice guy who helps housewife Sally Field live her dream of being a stand-up comedian. All that tonight. And there's more to come tomorrow. Louis Anderson takes center stage for an exclusive HBO comedy special, and Leslie Nielsen stars in the hit comedy from the makers of the movie Airplane, The Naked Gun. And after tomorrow, well, here's a look. 1-800-952-5900. 1-800-952-5900.
Welcome to the crypt. I've worked myself to the bone to cook up some tales for you. 18 new episodes with all your favorite ingredients. A few drops of fear, a pinch of flesh, and let's not forget the vegetables. Bring it all to a boil and voila.
Tales from the Crypt premieres Saturday night, April 21st.
For Gino, life was simple and quiet.
A friend of ours would like to speak to you this evening.
But things change.
Not just a shine of shoes.
There'll be shoes there.
How big is your guy?
This is the guy behind the guy behind the guy.
You the boss.
I am the boss. Whatever credit these gentlemen require, there's no limit. And I mean no limit.
Come on. I'll buy you a car.
Now I must know what brings you to this occasion.
Oh, heck.
They like cars.
Everybody likes you when you're someone else.
I'm gonna hotwire the car. How do you hotwire the car?
Things are not what they seem.
Just when things were going so well.
Don Amici and Joe Mantegna.
Things change.
Are you nuts?
Written and directed by David Mamet.
I always wondered where I was meant to be.
He's good to work, Jerry, but he's also good to play.
He was the 6th greatest athlete in the world and a very competitive man.
You know how they used to say that there are some people who are too gentle to live among wolves? That was Jeffrey.
Sometimes I would just look at him and marvel at him. Because watching him was like watching someone actually eat life. His caringness protected me. You know, he didn't let me hurt. The only person he ever hurt was himself.
They each had a name remembered in this quilt. They each had a face that someone loved. They all had a life cut short by AIDS.
He just couldn't get enough of Jessica. It's heart. So sweet.
HBO presents Common Threads because they each have a story that needs to be told.
One of the top movies premiering on HBO this month will bring together several generations of great dancers. Gregory Hines stars as the ex-con who has the talent to make it as a tap dancer. If he can give up his life of crime, he gets advice along the way from some tap dancing legends. Sandman Sims, Bunny Briggs, and the great Sammy Davis Jr. The movie is called appropriately Tap. And in the months ahead, watch for Holly Hunter as Miss Firecracker, an offbeat comedy that gives beauty pageants a whole new look. And in Criminal Law, Kevin Bacon is chilling as the killer who leaves a trail of clues. Gary Oldman is the lawyer who has to prove him guilty before he kills again. But right now, let's go behind the scenes of a Blake Edwards film. As a director, he's known for his screwball comedies about the war between men and women, and Skin Deep is no exception. It's coming to HBO soon, and here's a preview.
There is a God, and he's a gag writer. What the?
Writer-director Blake Edwards makes another big splash on the big screen with the comic genius of John Ritter.
Darling?
Come on, Angie, for God's sake. Oh.
Goodbye, Zach.
In the outrageous comedy Skin Deep, John Ritter stars as ladies' man Zach Hutton, who changes women as often as he changes clothes and learns it could be hazardous to his health in more ways than one.
I've worked 5 years, 52 weeks a year to build this body. And for one night, this night, it's all yours. How do you feel about that?
Like Mrs. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
John's the most talented, certainly one of the most talented physical actors I've ever worked with. And so it's easy. It's fun, it's comfortable, and I can count on him to be very ingenious and very inventive. And we spark one another.
My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon.
Echoing shades of his famous father, singer Tex Ritter, John serenades actress Julianne Phillips, just one of the perfect 10 women in Skin Deep. But their romance soon becomes too hot to handle.
Any idea what started it? Spontaneous combustion.
Ritter's physical comedic talents also spark a lot of interest in the film. especially when his relationship with Julianne proves to be a shocker.
Anything above /7 could be dangerous.
What was so great about doing physical comedy with Blake Edwards is that he's really like this Zen master of comedy, you know. It's like nothing is wasted. He's really, he's a great mentor for all of us who love physical comedy.
Skin Deep is coming to HBO.